All right, good morning. It is 19 days out from my photo shoot, and that's when the end of my prep is coming to an end. So being that I'm 19 days out, excuse me, I'm going to take you guys to another full day of eating. And yes, I do a lot of these, but they are very helpful. And I feel like if you guys can see what I'm eating, I can really help you guys give an idea of what you should be eating too, because literally the diet is 90% of this process. It all comes down to your diet. You can train your ass off, but if your diet's not on point, you will not see the results you want. So I'm going to take you through my day. It's about 7 o'clock right now. I'm going to do my morning cardio, but before I do my morning cardio, I like to get a little snack in just to kind of get some energy in my body. It makes the cardio go a little bit easier. So I'll explain that and show you guys that in a little bit. That was my little pre-cardio morning snack. That was 30 grams of whey protein, mixed up with some water to like a little to the frosting, and then I mashed up just a plain lightly salted rice cake, which is 35 calories in there. Microwaved that together, so it turned into like a little Rice Krispie treat. It was really, really good. So good little protein hit, a little bit of carbs in there too. But mainly it's like a good sweet treat that kind of like takes my little craving away. Makes me feel a little bit better during my cardio. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter at all if you do fasted or non-fasted cardio. So right now with my diet for my prep, I upped my calories slightly, so I'm consuming I think around 2,600, which is a really, really good amount of calories to be eating this late into a prep. Again, it doesn't really affect my mood too much. I still feel pretty shitty, but being that my weight already is going down like crazy, so I had to bump them up because I'm not that far off from where I personally want to be. And plus, with peak week, I'll drop another 5 pounds of water at least. So yeah, I have to take that into account because I could be to a place where I'm really happy, but then losing all that water all of a sudden could take me even farther. So I just want to pace myself a little bit more here. And again, it's not like I'm stepping on stage, so it's not like everything has to be absolutely perfect. And that's another reason why I'm doing this prep, is just to prove to myself that I can get that lean. So when I do step on stage in like next year or so, I already have this kind of experience in the back of my head as well. So for today, I'm going to do my cardio. I'm also sipping on a little bit of pre-workout here. My pre-workout addiction has kind of gone through the roof. It's really, really bad. I've got to fix this after prep ends. But overall, I'm keeping my caffeine around 400 to 500 milligrams per day, which is more than you need. I think the recommended dosage is like 300 milligrams. But still, compared to other people, I'm really, really good. Some people consume close to like 1,000 milligrams, which is just terrible. But I'm right around like I would say 450 on average. So I do like a half scoop of pre before my cardio, and then a big full scoop of pre-workout before my lift. So that's where I'm at for caffeine. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this cardio knocked out of the way. So I just wrapped up my 45 minutes of cardio. Been doing that every single day for the past probably, honestly, 4 weeks now. I'm going to continue doing that until the end date. We'll see. I probably won't have to up it anymore. I'll most likely just keep it right where it's at every single day. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. That's what I'm doing right now. So that was a quick little physique update that I just did after this. I'm usually pretty flat and depleted after cardio because I sweat so much. But yeah, that's where we're sitting. Alright, sorry about the lighting here, guys. The sun's kind of shining in. But anyways, that was my breakfast, and that was, honestly, it's my favorite breakfast I can have right now. Super tasty, honestly, and pretty damn filling for being in a severe deficit like I am. So what that was the Greg Doucette anabolic protein pancake recipe. Not my recipe, so if you want the recipe, go check out Greg Doucette IFBB Pro on YouTube. He's awesome. His recipes are there. And then that was also 200 grams of blueberries, 2 whole eggs, 2 rice cakes, and that topped it all off. So I think it came out to around, just over close to 700 calories, which is a pretty high calorie breakfast for the amount of calories I'm on right now. But it kind of kicks off my day, get some carbs, get some protein in my system, and it tastes really good. And that'll hold me off here for another few hours. So I'll have lunch in another 3-4 hours, and then we'll be good to go. So that's where I was at right now. Obviously the macros will be up on the screen for that too. Also, one more quick note. If you're wondering what I use for syrup, obviously because syrup is a super high calorie sauce or topping just because it's full of sugar, so the calories just pile on. I use Walden Farms 0-calorie syrup. Basically 0 calories. It's not technically, it says 0 calories, but there's probably like 10 calories or so in a serving, but pretty damn good compared to the real stuff. And honestly, when you're in a big deficit like I am, it tastes so good. It might not taste good to you if you're in like a surplus and you don't have low levels of body fat, but for right now, it's like it's heaven on earth. Like, it's so good, hardly any calories. Puts that on, you can put it on literally anything. It makes it taste so much better. So you can find that at any grocery store, or if you can't, just order it. But highly clutch. So it has just been a backwards day for me. So it's Monday, obviously. And normally on Monday is my big client day for the week, just because I have all my clients submit like a check-in form Sunday morning. So Sunday and Monday are the days I spend reassessing their plans, getting everything like updated and everything throughout the week, like the big changes throughout the week. So it's a really important day for me. But I had a car appointment this morning. It was really annoying because I had one on last Friday, but I was supposed to come back in again today. Car appointment took like 4 hours. So what I did, I had to get picked up. And then in the meantime, I got groceries, a bunch of other stuff. And just with everything playing out, like I literally had no time just to sit down and do all my client stuff, because it's not like it's a short, quick process. Like, I devote time and effort to my clients, so I can't just like do it in like a second and be done with it. So anyways, it's all backwards. I also forgot to show you guys my pre-workout meal. It's about 2 o'clock right now. And at, I want to say 12:30, I had my pre-workout meal, which was 4 ounces of 99.1 ground turkey. I switched to 99.1 just because with the low calories I'm on, saves a lot of extra calories. 300 grams of just plain russet potatoes, 300 grams of broccoli, 100 grams of avocado, and then some mustard on top. Honestly, tasted really good. Just made it kind of a big mash with it. And it probably seems similar to what I normally eat. Like right now at this point in the prep, I just try to keep myself as full as I can, and obviously hit my macros. So potatoes is pretty much my main source of carbs right now. Don't have any rice, don't have any pasta, nothing like that. Just because I got to keep myself full, got to keep myself energized and ready to go. So that was my lunch. I don't even have a picture of it, so I apologize for that. I'll put the macros up on the screen for that. And my pre-workout meal, like I said earlier, I like to have a decent amount of carbs. Today, I think I had about 80 grams of carbs in that meal. So I'm pretty much really easily fueled up for this workout. You don't need a whole lot. That should do plenty. But I do like to prioritize a decent amount of carbs for a pre-workout meal to get the most bang for your buck with that meal. So right now, I'm going to head home. Before I pull out here, I'm going to mix up my pre-workout, which I'm going to do the BPN endo pump. And then also BPN flight. It's a leg workout, so I don't really know why I'm taking pump. But anyway, I'm going to take it just because it tastes nice. And anything that really tastes nice is just good for me at the moment. But yeah, I switched completely over to BPN products just because, number one, I love Nick Bear. I love what he stands behind. I love what the company's all about. Bear Performance Nutrition, that is. And number two, I just love the quality and the taste of all their supplements. Like, started out with just their whey protein. Honestly, it's the best. I like how they mix both whey and casein together, which is awesome. Tastes really good. Good macros. And their pre-workout, best pre-workout I've had in my life is the Pink Lemonade Flight pre-workout. Hands down, best pre-workout I've had in my entire life. So I'm going to sip this down in about 20-30 minutes here. I'm going to go hit a leg workout. So I'll show you guys like a clip or two from that. And then I'll show you the post-workout meal, obviously. Alright guys, so what you saw there was my last 2 meals of the day. Meal number 1 was my post-workout meal, so I had my post-workout ice cream and a big bowl of fruit. And with that meal, it's just a quick dose of protein, some quick sugars in the fruit for carbs. So delicious, and it keeps me so full. And I wanted to just say real quick, like, if you're complaining that you're on a diet that you can't stick to, it's because you're eating fucking horseshit food. Get on my diet, or at least a diet that's similar to it, where you can eat crazy foods that taste amazing but keep you really full. Because if you're not full, you're going to cave in on your diet and you're going to give up. Same thing if the food tastes like shit. Yeah, my food might not taste like the real deal, but it tastes pretty freaking good considering the circumstances. And honestly, if you're going to complain about stuff like that, like, oh, I can't eat this because it has that in it, blah, 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 I don't want to eat your diet because it looks funny, then honestly grow a pair of balls and like own up to it. And just, if you don't want to do stuff like that, then you're not going to get the results you want. You have to suck it up sometimes, and you have to get and acknowledge the things that and do things that you don't always think are optimal that you want to do in order to get to the next level. It's just part of it. So sometimes you got to grow a pair and just suck it up and get better. So that was my post-workout meal. Love meals like that because they taste really, really good in my opinion. You also saw my dinner after that, which is pretty simple. I mean, I'm keeping my meals as simple as I can right now. So my dinner was 370 grams of potatoes, 100 grams of avocado, 300 grams of zucchini. I've been on a huge zucchini kick lately. There's like hardly any calories in it, and it tastes really good when you saute it. And then also 4 ounces of chicken with some mustard on top. So that was my dinner, really plain. But again, I enjoy that. So it's going to fill me up, keep me satisfied, and keep me going to the next day. So right now, I'm just trying to keep my meals as similar as I can. And I never really recommend everybody to eat the same thing every day. But for what I'm doing and how extreme I'm taking this, the simpler I can make it, the easier it is for me. And the less stressful it is. So I'm keeping it really simple right now. But it's getting real. And honestly, this video was kind of a pathetic one, if I'm being real with you. It was kind of like, it was a dud video, being honest with you. My day yesterday was just, it was all out of whack. Like, I still got my stuff done, but being that I was just thrown out of my routine, it all just felt weird. Like, I forgot to film some stuff, so I apologize for that. But I just really want to put out as much raw content as I can this upcoming weeks, because I literally only have 17 days of cardio left. I literally only have 18 days until I step on for that photo shoot. And that's crazy to think that I'm that close already. I've been doing this since February, when there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground, and all of a sudden it's like we're here. So I mean, I'm super psyched to see what's to come and just really how far I can push myself here. And I don't want it to seem like I'm taking my foot off the gas right now. It's just I'm pacing myself more because I see that end result, and I'm kind of at a point now where it's like I'm happy to be. So if I can lose maybe like another 2 pounds, I'll be really satisfied and happy with where that is. That's 2 pounds by about peak week. And then once peak week comes around, I'll do a separate video on peak week. But I'll probably, just to clarify, I'll drop probably another 3 to 5 pounds through peak week just in water. And then obviously the carb up phase, and I'll be ready to go. But for now, we're just kind of slowly kind of maintaining and inching our way down for this next, well, peak week. I probably have literally like 13 to 14 days left of just normal dieting, which is even crazier to think. So, but yeah, guys, so that was my full day of eating right now, where I'm currently at. Some of you, the macros might seem high, to some they might seem low. For me, they feel freaking low. Like, I'm starving, I have low energy, and just all my energy is going towards training, cardio, dieting, and anything else. Oh, and also like my business and stuff like that. But anything else, it's just like, it's a struggle. Like, it's so hard just to have like friendships, and it's so hard. I feel so bad just for my relationship with Lexi, because she's so supportive and she's by my side no matter what. And it's so hard for me because it's so easy to just let yourself be a jerk sometimes. And it's like, I just have to control myself and make sure I'm just staying calm, because when you're so depleted and have so little energy, it's so easy to just mess up and just be an asshole to someone. So it's like, one of my hardest things, honestly, is not that I'm hungry, but it's just forcing myself to put on a smile sometimes, and treat others with kindness and stuff like that, because it's very hard to right now. And it's like, it's sad because it's always something that you can just do naturally, and you never have to like force yourself to be kind to others. but it's something you'll never understand until you get to this spot. So it's like, for the people who are in my life and support what I'm doing and understand what I'm doing, I am so grateful for those people, because it's not easy for someone to be supportive for someone doing like something like I'm doing. So Lexi, if you see this, I love you and thank you for being supportive. But yeah, that was the day. So I'm gonna keep chugging forward. Foot's not coming off the gas, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So like always, peace.